How's it going, everyone? We are coming up on the release of what I would call one of the most anticipated video game releases of the year. I don't have to say it's one of the most anticipated anime games of the year, one of the most anticipated fighting games of the year. No, bar none as far as video games are concerned. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has an immense amount of hype and anticipation attached to it. I truly believe it will be one of the most successful game releases of the year from a commercial standpoint. I want to take you guys through all of the information that you need to know before you spend your $70, your $100, or potentially your $110, because there's a variety of different editions. We'll go over what's included in every single one of them. We'll go over the pre-order bonuses, and I'll give you guys some insight into the game as well. Before we get into this video, a mention to our friends over at Greenman Gaming. If you are looking to pick up the deluxe edition of the game on PC and Steam, which by the way is the version of the game that includes the 3 days of early access, you can get it 8% off for $92 instead of $100. You won't have to pay tax either. And you'll get the deluxe edition. You'll get it a little bit early, so check it out. We'll leave a link in the description box below. If you buy it over there, we get a little bit of a kickback. You get a Steam code for it. You'll be good to go after that. So, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is something that so many of us have wanted for years and years and years. I know if you are like myself, that you grew up playing the Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi games, Tenkaichi 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3 were excellent, and the series has been absent for a long time, but now it is back, rebuilt for modern generations of consoles and PC with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It is looking to take the legendary gameplay of the Budokai Tenkaichi series and raising it to a whole new level. Make yours the destructive power of the strongest fighters ever to appear in Dragon Ball. And with Tenkaichi, one of the drawing cards to the franchise has always been touting the roster and how big the roster is. And with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, it is going to be enormous because you have a total of 182 characters from Dragon Ball Z, as well as Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super. There will be other characters that will be added from Dragon Ball Super Superhero via the Season Pass, which by the way is included in the Deluxe Edition. But the game notes the biggest roster in history. Unleash the strength of over 180 fighters from Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, and selected Dragon Ball movies. Yes, you'll have a lot of the movie characters in there as well, all in the base game. Each character comes with their own signature abilities, transformations, and techniques make the destructive power of the strongest fighters ever to appear in Dragon Ball yours. You've got the breathtaking 3D fights, all stylized for modern consoles, engage in heart-pounding, high-speed 3D battles that stay true to the anime and video game series with breathtaking visuals and authentic combat moves like beam clashes, rush attacks, movements too quick for the eyes to see, and planet-raising ultimate attacks as well. Challenge other players online to test your skills or sit down with friends offline, caveat to the offline component, which we'll talk about in a little bit, to hone your skills exclusively in the hyperbolic time chamber. Fight your way to become a champion across various tournament modes and victory conditions. Now yes, this game will feature offline multiplayer in terms of battling your friends in local multiplayer. However, it will be limited. In regards to local multiplayer battling, they noted this: our focus for this game was seeing how far we could get players to really become Dragon Ball series characters. We wanted to show effects like the wind blasting around and the weather changing just by charging your ki, and rocks and buildings being dynamically destroyed by the force of battle, and take advantage of the power of this latest generations of consoles. With that in mind, it was difficult to implement local split-screen multiplayer while retaining those core elements, so we developed the game with online multiplayer and an offline single-player mode in mind. However, we have always wanted for as many people as possible to enjoy the game in various situations. After careful consideration, we have decided to implement the split-screen multiplayer mode exclusively within the hyperbolic time chamber stage. As character selection was originally designed with single-player gameplay in mind, there will unfortunately be a slight inconvenience during character selection before a split-screen battle. However, we hope this mode will allow players to enjoy local matches with friends and family. So unfortunately, as far as local multiplayer goes, it will be limited, which is a bummer because I think a lot of us growing up, the memories we have with Dragon Ball Tenkaichi is the group of friends gathering around the PlayStation 2 and going at it for hours on end and passing the controller around, doing tournaments and everything like that. So unfortunately, it's been nearly 2 decades since we played Tenkaichi, and gaming has evolved greatly and a lot of people are online. However, from my vantage point, from a nostalgia standpoint, it is a little bit of a bummer that we won't have a full form of local multiplayer. Maybe with the PlayStation 6, they'll release the Sparking Zero Ultimate Complete Edition, and then we'll get full local multiplayer. We'll see as far as that's concerned, but at the very least, we do have some form of local multiplayer implemented. They also know blaze a new path, conquer the action-packed battles from the beloved original story, or discover and unlock new encounters for your favorite Z fighters and more. Relive your favorite moments from the series through cutscenes you can experience from the perspectives of 8 characters. So yes, as far as the single player is concerned, you will have single player stories crafted across 8 characters that'll take you through the battles of the anime and point of view of those characters. You're talking Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Future Trunks, Frieza, Goku Black, and Jiren. Obviously, when you look at those latter characters with Goku Black and Jiren, those are going to be shorter story components, given that Goku Black and Jiren are just as part of Dragon Ball Super, Goku and Vegeta a part of Dragon Ball the entire way through, so their story campaigns are going to be lengthier, while Goku Black and Jiren, you're only going to have a couple of fights to go through. Still, that is going to be the single player component you'll be able to sink your teeth into if you want to re-experience the Dragon Ball story. On top of that, they are highlighting the create component of the game. Recreate your favorite battles from throughout the Dragon Ball story, or set up your dream story battles with your favorite characters, share your creations with other fans, and experience the battles brought to life by imaginations around the world. This looks interesting in terms of creating your own battles, and you'll be able to add dialogue to it as well. It's not going to be voice dialogue, but I didn't think they were going to put this much emphasis into the create component, but it actually looks like it has a lot of depth to it in terms of adding your own dialogue, which won't be fully voice acted or anything like that, but if you want to lose some time into that, you'll have that option as well. I'm not going to go over the entire character roster because there's 182 characters. I will leave a link to the DragonBallSparking0.com characters page. Has the entire character roster there. You guys already know what to expect. You got all of the iterations of Goku from Z early on, Goku Z mid, all of the Super Saiyans, Vegeta Super Saiyan, you got Super Saiyan 4 in there as well, Piccolo, Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, Future Trunks, Frieza, Cell, the movie characters, which I thought was a very nice addition as well to have all of the movie characters represented. You've got Broly from Z and Broly from Super, and all of those highlighted in terms of the character roster. I do want to take you guys through the various editions of the game. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero will be out on October the 11th for $70. The Deluxe Edition and Ultimate Edition, on the other hand, will grant you early access 3 days ahead on October the 8th. The Deluxe Edition will be $100, $92 at Greenman Gaming if you want to buy it on PC. The Ultimate Edition will be $110. All versions of the game, if you do pre-order it, you will get early access to specific characters. You will get the exclusive new playable character in Goku Mini from Dragon Ball Daima, the upcoming anime series, and you will get the early unlocks of the following 6 characters: Gogeta, Gogeta Super Saiyan, Gogeta Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, Broly, Broly Super Saiyan, and Broly Super Saiyan Full Power. That is Broly from Dragon Ball Super. That's for all versions of the game. Then you do have the Deluxe Edition. Again, this will give you the 3 days early access on October the 8th. The Deluxe Edition includes the base game, the Season Pass, which this is very important, 3 packs including Dragon Ball Super Superhero and Dragon Ball Daima content that contains more than 20 playable characters. So yes, this roster is going to be expanded to north of 200 characters. I would imagine Gohan Beast will be included, the androids from Dragon Ball Super Superhero, and some Dragon Ball Daima content as well. Orange Piccolo, you would have to imagine, will be there as well. Season Pass bonus summon Shenron, and 3 days early access to the 3 DLC packs as well. So you can buy the DLC separately. Having the Deluxe Edition will grant you early access to the DLC content as well, and again, early access to the game on October the 8th. Then the Ultimate Edition will include all of the aforementioned content, and you will get the Ultimate Upgrade Pack with the Ultimate Edition bonus Summon Super Shenron. So all of that will be available with the Ultimate Edition. Long time coming for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Again, I truly believe this is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and maybe there is some personal bias attached to that, given that I grew up playing Dragon Ball Tenkaichi and loved Tenkaichi 2 and 3. To see this franchise finally back all these generations, we went through 2 legit console generations without a new Tenkaichi game. Now, we're getting one built ground up for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. Gonna be an exciting time. The only thing I wish we had, cross-platform play. It is the year 2024. I feel like we gotta annoy Bandai Namco enough at this point to add cross-platform play to their games. If you're buying this game on Xbox, I just question the longevity that you're gonna have in terms of the player base. Same thing with the PC version of the game. On PlayStation, I'm sure there's gonna be a healthy community because there's gonna be so many people on PlayStation. And obviously, right out the gate when the game drops, there's gonna be a lot of people online. I just question 6 months from now, a year from now, cross-platform play would really help mitigate that, but that is my 2 cents. That's going to do it for me. Again, if you want the game a little bit cheaper, check out Greenman Gaming. You'll get the deluxe edition for $92. And you can get the Ultimate Edition cheaper as well. Just use the code SEP15, that's SEP15, and you'll get the Ultimate Edition for $93 and change. But that's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.